Welcome to Gaming Fin, your channel for everything related to the gaming industry and the financial markets. And this is the closing bell of the gaming industry. And you can see here on the screen, my friends, you can see the Nasdaq 100, this crazy chart. Let's call it a crazy chart, so because we had a massive reversal intraday. So 1 hour before closing, we were seeing a pushback 300 points up, and in the end we were just closing today 0.34%. This is a nice, I would say this is a not a nice, a decent closing, And if you look now at the 1 year chart, so this is always what I do to have a long-term perspective, because that's the most important when you invest. So yeah, it's actually nice to see that at the middle of the, let's say, the September 2020 market turbulences, we were kind of turning up to the upside again. So is this some, let's say, are we going to see some sort of consolidation, some support line? Are we not going to jump into the bear market? Is this what we're going to see? Very difficult to say at the moment. If you look, for example, at the S&P 500, you ask now yourself why I'm not covering European indexes. So of course they're not that important, so I only cover the Americans. Everything is related to the US stock market, of course. So also, yeah, with regard to the S&P 500, of course, I think we can also still see 3,500. This is absolutely not excluded in my humble opinion, my friend. So a big loser today, you can see, is Tesla. So where are we now? Tesla, I mean, you just have to imagine that Tesla end of 2019 was starting this massive bull run. So from $37 going up to $1,230. So this is crazy, but now we lost like over 50% from the top. So this is also crazy, of course. But yeah, I mean, this is the market we are in at the moment. It's a heavy market, it's a dangerous market, and you can lose a lot of money. But on the other hand, if you're a long-term investor, you might find interesting opportunities and interesting companies to invest in, because everything gets cheaper. So little disclaimer at this point, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a retail investor myself. I'm a YouTuber, so my videos are only for information and entertainment purposes only. And if you buy something, always make up your own mind. So I'm not responsible for your investments, of course. But I like to talk about stocks. like you like to talk about stocks. And if you enjoy this, then subscribe, of course, to my channel and check out some of my other videos. So here we have the heat map. You can also see that Apple almost got back to 0.01% in the minus. Microsoft also came nicely back. Even NVIDIA came nicely back. It's good to see. Amazon turned into the plus. Tesla is very negative, of course. Then we have AMD, also a bit more negative than necessary. And then we have in the aerospace field, we have the Boeing company 5% down. That's crazy, to be honest, because if you look now at the chart of Boeing, I mean, we are like the pandemic March low, so this is definitely a crazy development. So since I'm a gaming company stocks, I always like also to check out some gaming companies. And if you now look, for example, at CD Projekt, and you would compare it to the current situation that we have in the Nasdaq, then you would ask you, I mean, you tell yourself actually, so okay, is it actually possible that this, what we saw in CD Projekt, is now going to happen to the Nasdaq? Are we going to see a first consolidation and then we're dropping again maybe another 50%? And are we going to see actually now in CD Projekt some sort of a consolidation around 118 zlotys? So it's in zlotys, Polish gaming company. So I think we are going to see probably some sort of consolidation. As I said, I wouldn't say now at the level necessarily, but it can still fall down to the 90 points. But I don't think we're going back to the 2017, 2016, mid-16 lows. I don't really think this. So, but of course, don't take this for granted. This is just my my gut feeling. I mean, at the moment we are at the in the markets, guys, and we all have simply gut feeling. So what I'm always like to do in those closing bell videos is to give you an overview about the winners and the losers in the gaming industries. So we have Team 17 from England, from the UK with 3.95% up, so a massive positive result today. I have to check out if they were actually having some earnings. Then we have Embracer, they had their earnings yesterday and today they are 3.58% up, so we're going to check out some of their presentations, some earnings very quickly. And then we have Playway also 2.3% up, and Ultimate Games 1.96% up, Focus, Home Interactive, French company up, CD Projekt, as I said, Sony up, Sony, Bandai Namco also up, Bigben is also nicely up. So Bigben is now nicely up in my portfolio. If you want to know in which companies I'm invested, so I am invested in a bunch of companies, and the gaming companies I actually have in the commentary section. So don't buy them because I'm invested in, of course. Electronic Arts also, as an American company, I'm impressed that they're still holding up so good. And Nintendo, there we had the Saudi Arabia funds that were investing 5% in Nintendo, and Razer was very bad yesterday, so today it's definitely better. And then CI Games had also earnings, so I think I have to make a video about CI Games earnings. On the other hand, last time I didn't see so much interest into CI Games, so people are mostly interested in CD Projekt and Embracer videos. So let's see what I'm doing. And then we see on the lower end, we see the German gaming industry fund or something like this, media and games. So I personally would not invest them, so I'm choosing my gaming companies myself. But then also we have AMD, GameStop, Take-Two. Today Take-Two fell because I mean, they were going up massively the last 2-3 days. NVIDIA is also down and didn't got so much back. And then 11-bit is down, Naked, Corsair, Rovio Entertainment. So you know the story, guys. So this is always a list of gaming companies that I'm tracking to always know how they are doing this day. Right, so Embracer, guys. Embracer Group publishes full year report and quarter 4, January-March 2022. Operational EBIT increased by 17% to 1,052 million Swedish crowns. So now you need to know what 1 Swedish crown is. So I could now calculate it for you. I think it was one Swedish crown is something like 10 Swedish crowns, like €1 or something like this. So, but this is not the point now. I mean, those are the absolute numbers. What we are interested in, anyways, in the proportionate numbers, so in the percentages, that's more important for us. So key performance indicators of the group: net sales. So net sales went massively up, if I am understanding this here correctly. EBITDA went a little bit up, not a lot. Operational EBIT went also just a little bit up. And then we have cash flow from operating activity. Oh, cash flow is not really good. Free cash flow before change in working capital went down. Net investment in intangible assets went up with regard to to last year. Total game development projects. So we are standing now at 223 projects. Total internal and external game developers also went up massively. Total headcount is 12,760. Sales growth. So this is in percentage, this is massively. EBITDA margin is lower than last year. And then the CEO says, we are pleased to announce another stable quarter in line with our forecasted operational EBIT. Today we reiterate our forecast for the current and next financial year. We now have diversified revenue streams from our 4 complementary business areas that will form our primary segments as we implement IFRS at group level starting. So that's some accounting, some method. The process to change the listing venue to Nasdaq Stockholm's main market by the end of this calendar year is on track, whatever this means. So where are they now? I don't really know. So then I would say maybe it's cool to have a quick look in the presentation that's is giving us a better image of what's going on. So those are the financial highlights again. So of course the highlights are all very positive, but we see organic growth is actually negative. So they are just growing by buying other companies. So then we have 25 AAA games are planned for release until 2026, so that's still some time until then, and pipeline project. So yeah, disclaimer, I'm invested in Embracer, so I think it's a very interesting company, and I see them more as some gaming holding company. So they're creating a huge umbrella for a lot of other little gaming developers and gaming companies to get under it, and then they have this huge ecosystem. So I like the idea of growing massively as a gaming company. What else do we see? Internal studios, internal publishers, so that's the headcount, organic growth of 14%, key premium back catalog, and then acquisitions. You see Beamdog and Lost Boys, Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, and Square Enix Montreal, I think, and then Tiny Tina's Wonderland, Alex2, and King of Fighters 15. So business area. So then we have business areas, THQ Nordic, Koch Media Publishing, of course, Saints Row as an important game, Coffee Stamp. So all of those are some internal studios, Amplifier, Saber. So most of those game studios you heard about. Gearbox, of course, is very important. They have 961 people working there, 4 studios. So quarterly, yeah, they are also nicely up. At Gearbox Studios, Tiny Tina's Wonderland was a massive success. Lost Boy Interactive, and here we go. Where do we get to the numbers? Give us the numbers. Financial performance, solid performance across all geographies. So Europe, North America. Financial strong growth delivered on both top and bottom line. Then we have net sales growth realized across geographies and activities. So also France, UK, US, rest of the world. Then we have key announcement, key license, key announcement, 7 Wonders Architects and Exploding Kittens Awards, Exploding Kittens Netflix TV series, and Werewolves movie. Alright, so that's something else they are doing. Was this now only for Asmodee? Probably this was only for some part of their company actually. So here, financial performance. Here we have to look. Oh guys, I'm so sorry. Now I told you something of a specific part of this company. That's not really interesting. So, so the fourth quarter this year, you can see again, net sales growth, profits went up, operational EBIT went up, PC, console, and mobile gaming net sales breakdown. A lot of numbers. So diversity revenue based net sales, BA games. What's BA games? Cash flow and financing. So here we go, a lot of numbers. So if you're interested to get more details about those numbers, to be honest, then I would make a special video and I would get myself a bit more into those numbers. So since this is the closing bell, so let's jump back to the closing bell. So I see a lot of green, I see a little bit red, not too strong red. And I have to say, I'm actually getting a bit more positive about the market after seeing this little reversal today, that we might could stay here in this range in the Nasdaq. So unfortunately, I don't have too much cash at the moment to invest in. So and I'm also holding, yeah, I would say if I would have cash now, I would obviously go in the markets. I mean, I don't have anything else to do with my cash, so therefore it makes sense for me. But this might not make sense for you. Therefore, always make up your own mind, guys. And yeah, with this, I'm leaving this video. Closing bell, gaming industry stocks, Embracer, big winner today. So have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye bye.